The Second World War began with Nazi Germany's invasion of Poland on September 1, 1939 and ended with Japan's surrender on September 2, 1945. The war was one of the most destructive conflicts in history and affected many parts of the world. Important turning points in the end of the war were the following. Fall of Berlin. April to May 1945. Allied forces advanced on Berlin, the capital of Nazi Germany. The Soviet Red Army surrounded Berlin and the city fell on April 30, 1945. This signaled the end of the Nazi regime. Hitler's suicide. April 30, 1945. Shortly after the siege of Berlin, Adolf Hitler committed suicide in the face of Germany's collapse, which began with the advance of Soviet forces. Surrender of Berlin. May 2, 1945. The surrender of Germany was signed in the Reichstag building in Berlin on May 8, 1945. This officially marked the end of the war in Europe. Pacific Front. After Germany's surrender, the war with Japan continued. However, the U.S. atomic bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki on August 6–9, 1945, led to Japan's unconditional surrender. Surrender of Japan. September 2, 1945. World War II officially ended with Japan's unconditional surrender to the United States. This took place with the formal surrender treaty signed on the USS Missouri on September 2, 1945. With the end of the Second World War, the post-war period saw significant changes in Reconstruction and international relations.